Welcome to Divine Lotus Tarot. We are going to take a look at the reading for those of you who are celibate and waiting till you get married. Okay, and this is for June 2022. I want to invite you to book your own personal private session with me. You can find the link to my website below this video, and once you go to my website, you'll be able to see the instructions. I have updated instructions on how to book with me. And then for those of you who are interested in my social media accounts and would like to respectfully follow me, you can find that information below, as well as the information for those of you who are interested in wanting to support my channel through donations. All right, you can find all that information below this video. All right, like I said, we're getting into the reading for you all for June 2022. Those of you who are celibate waiting till you get married. Okay, so take a look at the first position. Okay, right away I heard no limit. Okay, so the first thing that comes to mind from that, like, either some of y'all are like Master P fans, okay, No Limit fans, or you have some type of association relation or something to Nolans. All right, so that's that. Besides that, we're taking a look at why are you choosing to be celibate. Now, the energy that I'm getting from this is you got yourself in a bind. So what I'm picking up is I got the energy that for some of you, you may have come to learn that either someone was concealing the fact that they were crazy, okay, or that they have crazy tendencies, or someone literally seriously has like mental health issues that they hid from you. So I kind of feel like regardless either situation, you felt like you were kind of deceived into getting in when you got into a relationship with this individual, to the point where it kind of feels like you felt like you were in a bind and you could not walk away just clear cut from this individual. So it's almost like you kind of got yourself in a situation that it was hard from you to just sever ties with this individual once it became clear to you that there was other issues going on with this person that they refrained from telling you. Now, I also feel like some of you felt deceived and you felt like this person purposely hid this information from you to try to like trap you and to keep you stuck, or and I feel like you would have respected this individual more so if they would have told you from the start about this. That's not to say that you would have stayed with this person or not. I kind of feel like you just felt like someone took your right to choose away, and you did not like that. But I also just kind of feel like you would have respected this individual more, and I feel like it kind of made things a little bit more tougher for you, like especially just having trust issues, because this individual essentially like lied to you to get you in a relationship, okay, or to keep you from walking away. And you kind of felt like you had to stick this out, or you had to see something through, or essentially like you could not just clear cut like end a relationship with this individual. Okay, so maybe for some of you still have some type of tie or something to this individual for whatever form or reason. But yeah, I kind of feel like that is why you're celibate still, because I feel like you got trust issues. You chose to be celibate because after dealing with a situation where someone pulled the wool over your eyes like that, I kind of feel like it really just made you have severe trust issues and not really want to like get back in a situation where someone would ever be able to put you in that type of predicament again. So you could be someone who really likes your sense of freedom or having the freedom to choose. I mean, I don't honestly think that anyone would want to be in a position where someone is like taking their right away from them to choose if they want to be with them or not. I do feel like that's very deceptive, that's very manipulative for someone to do that. So I do feel like those of you who have experienced that, that's unfortunate, and I don't feel like anyone would have wanted to be in any type of predicament where somebody else is like trying to control them to the point where they don't give them the option to decide if it's something that they want or not, or want to deal with or want to cope with. It's like it's not really mature, when you think about it. So I feel like that's the reason why you are celibate, because it's like you are really wanting to take your time to find true love, okay, and make sure that you get it right. Now, something a little bit different that I haven't done before, but I was called to do this, was because there's the energy of karma came up, and I just wanted to take a look at like what was the karma, why were you getting this karma? Why were you put in this particular predicament? Because we can, put blame on the individual who duped you, right? But at the same time, we also have to take a look at maybe what were some things that you could have done, or maybe that you need to take accountability for. Or maybe some of you have already, but we're just looking at it, okay? So we're not trying to make you feel guilty or make you feel bad or anything. It's just more so getting a little bit more in depth in this, right? So I feel like the karma, okay, underlying energy in regards to why you had to deal with the situation is because some of you did not uphold your principles, your morals, or your values. Some of you may be very religious. You may be very strict with just maybe like your standards. And it kind of feels like when it came to this individual in this particular situation where you got put in this bind with this individual who lied to you or withheld information that was very pertinent about their mental health issues, it kind of feels like normally you wouldn't have done anything like this. Normally it kind of feels like you either like it feels like a situation where, let's say, you normally say like, I will not sleep with somebody on the first night, right? So if that was, for example, the situation, you broke that and then you slept with this person on the first night. Or if you're like or if it's like you just wanted to wait to get married until you had sex, and then you decided not to wait to get married, you know what I'm saying? It just kind of feels like it was some very high standards that you are called to do, okay? Or that you had really been like, either you were raised this way, or I don't know. I kind of feel like it's part of your soul path, okay? So it might have just been part of your soul path to just hold yourself to a very high standard in regard, and it feels like maybe, I don't know if there was like desperate energy or just something was very tempting for you and it was very hard and you broke this. But I kind of feel like there's a factor of maybe some of you are very religious and very strict, and that has worked in your favor because that is the path you're supposed to be on. And it may be the fact that because you broke away from that, and this was it was essentially like a lesson to let you see like how you are supposed to stick to your values, your principles, your morals, or whatever your religious belief set is, because that works for you. Like, you can't try to live your life being like anyone else. And I think God wanted you to see that, or this particular situation wanted you to wanted to show you for your life path, your journey, like you're meant to walk the path that you're supposed to be on, and you can't essentially like compare your life to other individuals' lives and just do what you want to do, or like just kind of be like irresponsible like other individuals, put it like that. Like, you don't have that luxury. Like, that's not one of your blessings, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not a blessing for you in that factor. Like, your blessings are going to come from you actually sticking to your values, your principles, and upholding a sense of high standards and regard for yourself in the manner that you were either like raised or that is just naturally ingrained in you, okay? Like, I feel like maybe those of you who this reading is applying to, like, you maybe knew at a very young age that there were certain like standards that you were supposed to be held to, or maybe you came to find out very young that like there was different, you were different in the sense that like you were held to different standards. You were held to different standards compared to like maybe other individuals, or just in society in general, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's that. Now, moving on. So what are you looking for in a partner? You're looking for a soldier, okay? You're looking for a soldier. You're definitely looking for someone who is grown. I feel like you're looking for someone who's mature. I feel like maybe for some of you, this could be like your energy. So you want someone who you feel can complete you. I kind of feel like maybe for some of you, you could just have everything and you're looking for someone to settle down with and share your life with, share your world with. So I kind of feel like you just kind of want someone who you feel like is up to your standards, okay? but I definitely feel like someone who's mature is going to be someone who you're looking forward to. I'm hearing like grown, like you want someone who's grown or someone who acts, grown, like someone who's not like who is on like little childish stuff, someone who knows that they want to settle down, someone who wants to be married, someone who I'm hearing, oh, you want someone who likes the finer things in life, or maybe someone who you can give the finer things in life to. I feel like those of you in this situation, you kind of want someone who you can spoil, it kind of feels like. Especially like if you're masculine, okay, or you have more masculine energy, you kind of feel like an individual who like wants to be a provider, okay? Because I kind of feel like you kind of want to take the lead and you want to kind of be like a traditional man, okay, for the men energy here. It kind of feels like, or the masculine energy, it kind of feels like you want to be like more traditional in that sense, where you want to be like the provider, the protector, the pleaser. So it kind of feels like you just want someone who you will be able to do that for, like where it's not going to be difficult or hard for like you to step into that leadership role and step into that authoritative fatherly role as well too, and someone who's gonna like allow you to lead them. I kind of feel like you want someone who's submissive in a certain aspect, but I kind of feel like more so importantly, you want someone who is going to like respect you. You want someone who is I feel like you need someone who's tolerant. So you might be a little like either stubborn, or you might be a little like impatient, or maybe you're like hot tempered, or like you can get like heated kind of quickly. So you kind of want someone who's like a little bit more calm or cool headed or something like that. Because I'm hearing tolerant, like you want someone who's a little bit tolerant. Um, so maybe someone who's like, yeah, someone who's more tolerant, and easygoing, and someone who you can spoil. I just kind of feel like whoever you want to get with, you want to like really give this person everything, okay? And I kind of feel like, yeah, you just would really want to step into this individual's life and share your world with someone. But I kind of feel like you're just so like picky and selective, like you're not going to just do this for anyone, and like you would rather just like be by yourself if that's the case. Like if you don't find anyone who's like on your level or your standards, you kind of feel like the type of person where you're just gonna not be in a relationship. um but I kind of feel like you're someone who's like very serious, and I kind of feel like you don't go into any relationship like lighthearted. So it's like even if you're like interested or in the beginning stages, like you already know if you want to like be with that person or not, because otherwise it doesn't really feel like you would waste your time with someone if you're not interested in like seeing the potential of like wanting to marry someone. So I kind of feel like you're looking for someone who's ready to settle down. You're looking for someone who's mature, someone who's grown, someone who's ready to I'm hearing tie the knot. So you could be you could be wanting to I don't know if you want to get married very quickly, or you're just looking for someone who just wants to be married, like someone who's serious and they know that they actually want to be married. So you're looking for a partner. Like you're looking for someone who you can marry. I mean, like you're coming in very hot and serious. So you already know that you want to marry someone, you want to settle down, you want to share your world with someone, and you're not playing. Like I feel like whoever you're interested in, or who that you may like be dating, like it's because you could see yourself being able to marry this individual. Now whether you say this or not to this individual, I don't know if you're that upfront right away, but I definitely know that that is your intention, that I'm picking up for your energy. So you want someone who's on the same page, who knows that they would want to be married and settle down for the long term. Like you want something long term. That could be as well too why you don't like just date like what is that called, like just serial date or anything like that, or just haphazardly date. Like you like if you're with someone, you're like, nah, like I want to marry you, like like I don't want to marry anyone, but like if I'm gonna be with you, it's because I can see myself marrying you. So like we're not gonna just be like dating and just doing this for nothing. Like that's the kind of energy I'm getting. Now, as far as is the individual you're entertaining or seeing currently a compatible soulmate, and I do get a yes, I get a very strong yes. So, you could be with someone who is a compatible soulmate. I feel like it's potential. Okay, like for some of you, maybe you're just newly with someone. Okay, so it could be some potential there with this individual. I do definitely feel like there's a very strong chemistry with you and this individual. Let's clarify just to see. Okay, so yeah, that's double confirmation. So yeah, you're definitely with someone who could potentially be someone who is a compatible soulmate. But this is the interesting thing though, because if some of you are still got your eyes on somebody else, you have somebody else who's coming towards you, which is pretty interesting. So you may have a serious decision to make because it looks like you have two people who you might have to make a decision between, like you, like it could be two people who's like very close. Like I'm hearing like tiebreaker. Like you're trying to make a tiebreaker. Maybe you're with someone, but then you still got your eyes on somebody else. So, but I'm seeing definitely this, whoever you're with, like this, or you're entertaining or whatever like that. This person who you're seeing, this person is coming up in a compatible energy. Okay, like they are a compatible um soulmate, and I do see you looking at this person as someone who you could settle down with, like who you could potentially like see yourself proposing to. But I'm still seeing there's another individual energy who you got your eyes on as well too.